The Indian Navy, a profession where our territorial waters are guarded, where life is full of honor, respect, power, chivalry, dignity, and authenticity. Bearing unforeseen and swift naval developments in other countries, our Navy has also begun moving in strategic plans in order to gain control in the required territories, even by using diplomacy. Coming days, our naval strategic plans will be more crucial to establish power over the Indian Ocean. Hence, it becomes important for us to know about it. Hello and welcome to SSB Crack Exams. I am Hemant and now we are going to discuss about the commands of the Indian Navy. I would like to remind you that SSB Crack Exams is India's largest online defense exams preparatory portal, where it is the one-stop solution for you if you're preparing for examinations like AFCAT, NDA, CDS, INET, OTA, Territorial Army, Indian Air Force Group X and Group Y. You can even join our courses and come on board with us. Please do follow us in YouTube, in Instagram, Telegram, and you can even directly visit us at our website learn.ssbcrackexams.com. You can even download our app from Google Play Store and have a complete learning about each and every concept. The quick facts about the Indian Navy include that it is the naval arm of the Indian Armed Forces. The President is the Supreme Commander of the Indian Navy. In 1612, the East India Company's Marine was actually founded to protect their own merchant shipping. By 1793, their merchant ship has been increased and extended all up towards the eastern part of the Indian subcontinent, all up towards Bengal. In 1830, this colonial navy was renamed as His Majesty's Indian Navy. By 1934, it is again renamed as Royal Indian Navy, and in the year of 1950, when our country was declared republic, by passing the Naval Act, it was again renamed into Indian Navy. To more go into the factual information, the primary objective of the Indian Navy is to safeguard the nation's maritime borders and in the conjunction with other armed forces of the Union to act and deter or defeat any kinds of threats or aggression against the territory if they come up, both in war and peace. It will even protect the people and our maritime interests of India. The secondary objective includes to go through joint exercises, goodwill visits and humanitarian missions at various other countries if so, including disaster relief things, and Indian Navy promotes bilateral relations between the nations. Some numbers are here for your perusal. Number of active personnel in Indian Navy is around 67,252. Around 55,000 reserve personnel are here. We have 137 warships, 235 aircrafts, 1 aircraft carrier, 1 amphibious transport dock, 8 landing ship tanks, 11 destroyers, 14 frigates, and 1 nuclear powered attack submarine, 1 ballistic missile submarine, 15 conventionally powered attack submarines, 22 corvettes, 1 mine countermeasure vessel, 4 fleet tankers. To get more into the current affairs, I would like to tell you that the government of India has approved the construction of 6 new nuclear powered attack submarines in the year of February 2015, and all of these will be designed by Navy's own in-house Directorate of Naval Design. All of them are indigenously built in the Shipbuilding Center at Visakhapatnam. Here are the 3 commands of Indian Navy which are mentioned in the map for you. The Western Naval Command is headquartered at Mumbai. The Southern Naval Command is headquartered at Kochi. The Eastern Naval Command is headquartered at Visakhapatnam. We have one more Naval Command which is located in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which is a tri-service command which has been served by all the 3 forces of our country. These 3 commands of the Indian Navy compose the most important commands of the Indian Navy, whereas the Eastern and Western Naval Commands are known as the operational commands, whereas the Southern Naval Command is the training command. To get more in detail about the commands, I would like to tell you that all the commands of the Navy are headed by a flag officer commanding in chief. We can even shortly call him as FOC in C. He is of the rank of Vice Admiral. There are also flotillas of ships, squadrons of submarines and various types of aircraft operated by the Navy from several naval stations. Major bases of the Indian Navy are located at the Mumbai, Goa, Karwar, Kochi, Chennai, Visakhapatnam, Kolkata and Port Blair. To get more deeper into the aspects of each and every naval command, which I am very much interested, if you are interested, we can even go through more in depth of it. I would like to tell you that the Western Naval Command is responsible for all the naval forces in the Arabian Sea and parts of the Indian Ocean and naval establishments on the western coast of India. The Western Naval Command is actually formed on 1st March 1968, and this command is actually known as the sword arm of the Indian Navy. Why only this particular command is known as the sword arm of the Indian Navy, sir? It is because that if there is any kind of aggression against the Pakistan, then this is the only command that is going to forefront attack towards the Pakistan, and any kind of aggression towards the western seaboard also will be looked after by the Indian Naval Western Command. More in detail about it, the INS Kadamba is a large naval base which is actually constructed under Project Seabird and is completed in 2005. This is a naval base at Karwar in Karnataka and is used exclusively by the Indian Navy. And the flagship carrier of the Western Fleet is INS Vikramaditya, which is an aircraft carrier of our country. This command consists of not only INS Vikramaditya, it has Delhi class destroyers, Talwar class frigates, Brahmaputra class frigates, INS Kolkata and Sindhu Ghosh class submarines. Naval aviation is provided by MiG-29K fighter aircrafts along with airborne early warning control systems including the Kamov Ka-31 helicopters. Here are some of the bases of the Western Naval Command, which include INS Dwaraka, INS Sardar Patel, INS Kadamba, INS Vajrakosh, INS Patanjali, INS Gomantak, INS Hansa, INS Jivanti, INS Vajrabahu, INS Angre, INS Abhimanyu, INS Agnibahu, INS Ashwini, Kunjay, Shikra, Tanaji, Firata and Tunir. All of these are some of the bases of the Western Naval Command, and Vice Admiral Ajit Kumar Param Vishishta Seva Medal, Ati Vishishta Seva Medal and Vishishta Seva Medal Ed D. Camp is the current flag officer commanding in chief of the Western Naval Command. Now we shall go in detail about the Eastern Naval Command, which is headquartered at Visakhapatnam. This command is very important for our Indian Navy and it is responsible for all the naval forces in the Bay of Bengal and parts of the Indian Ocean and the naval establishments across the eastern coast of India. Formed in 1st March 1968 along with the Western Naval Command, the headquarters at Visakhapatnam is also strategically important dockyard for two nuclear powered submarines, both of them being to the class of Arihant. Due to congestion and heavy shipping traffic in this particular areas, new 20 square kilometers base INS Varsha is also being deployed. An image of INS Varsha is here for you for exclusive naval use about 50 kilometers south of Visakhapatnam. More important issue that we have to consider here is that the Navy has opened a latest naval air base known as INS Baz at the southernmost tip of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands to secure the strategically important Straits of Malacca and other naval air station in Kolkata to base an unmanned aerial vehicle squadron. To go more in deeper about the bases under this particular command include the INS Sarkars, Dega, Veerbahu, Kalyani, Karna, Varsha, Adayar, Chennai, Parundu, Rajali, INS Kattabomman, INS Tuticorin, INS Netaji Subhash, INS Paradeep, INS Bhubaneswar, INS Kalinga and INS Ekashila. Things that you have to consider is most importantly that the INS bases including which are written in italics are those bases that are under construction. INS Varsha, INS Paradeep and INS Bhubaneswar are under construction. Vice Admiral Atul Kumar Jain, PVSM, AVSM, VSM is the current flag officer commanding in chief of the Eastern Naval Command. Now we shall go for the Southern Naval Command, which is headquartered at Kochi. Southern Naval Command is the training command of the Indian Navy and is responsible for all of its personnel, both officers as well as trailers, from all kinds of training including basic to advanced stages. The Southern Naval Command consists of a flag officer, sea training FOST, a training squadron, training establishments and bases and land forces and survey ships. It has naval air station and a ship repair yard. Here are some of the bases under the Southern Naval Command, which include INS Dviprakshak, Minikoi, Androt, Sanjeevani, Garuda, Venduruti, Dronacharya, Chilka, INHS Nivarini, INS Mandovi, Hamla, Shivaji, INHS Kasturi, INS Valsura, INS Rajali, INS Angrani, Zamurin and INS Shatavahana. INHS are those, they are Indian Naval Hospital ships that we have to consider most importantly. So, the Southern Naval Command is headed by a flag officer commanding in chief as Vice Admiral Anil Kumar Chawla, PVSM, AVSM, NM, VSM and ADC. Here is the last command that we have to consider in brief. Andaman and Nicobar Command, since this is jointly administered by all the three forces, this particular information will be given to you in a separate lecture. I will be giving you here about the 6 naval bases that this particular command controls. It includes the INS Kardeep, INS Jarava, INS Utkrosh, which is jointly administered by Indian Navy and Indian Air Force, INS Baz and INS Kohasa, both of them being the naval air stations. Here are the very basic and brief views about the commands of the Indian Navy. I would like to tell you that more number of videos will be coming up here. Stay safe and stay home. Jai Hind.